to day 62 of our Bible reading session. I'm really happy, really excited about the third month. So, yeah, the name of my channel is Spend Time with Our Father, like I've always advised. It's good to spend time with our Father at least once a day, either through prayer, reading the Bible, maybe just having a personal conversation with Him as well, or either through doing a Bible study, right? And shout out to the Bible study that I am doing along with Kenoy Gibson. Her channel name is the name of her channel is Heart Dive. So yeah, that is the Bible study that I follow, and I listen to her teachings, and it's really wonderful and beautiful. All right, so today we will be doing Exodus chapter 32. Before we go ahead, we will first read the verse of the day. Today's verse is James 3, verse 13. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. So yeah, if, for somebody who's really a true Christian, you will easily know that they are true Christians by their way of living, by their lifestyle, right? So who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. All right, so this is the verse of the day. Now we will get into reading the Bible. We will be reading about the golden calf. Exodus chapter 32. When the people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said, "Come, make us gods, who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him." How impatient of the Israelites, right? I think it's only human nature to be impatient, and the best is to be patient, right? I think it's been advised as well, been told in the Bible as well many times, patience is the key, right, to everything. Everything happens according to God's timing, not ours. So Aaron answered them, "Take off the gold earrings that your wives, your sons, and your daughters are wearing, and bring them to me." So all the people took off the earrings and brought them to Aaron. He took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast in the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." That's just really blasphemous, right? God has been leading them all the way from Egypt, all the way to the desert, where they have been told that Moses has gone up to the mountain to meet with God, and they are still so impatient. I would say it's disrespect, they just don't respect God, right? For them to actually make another idol out of gold. It's just mere materials. Who knows? So when Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced, "Tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord." Oh gosh, the Lord, the calf, who has nothing, who has no life breath, who has nothing. So the next day the people rose early and sacrificed burnt offerings and presented fellowship offerings. Afterward they sat down to eat and drink and got up to indulge in revelry. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go down, because your people whom you brought up out of Egypt have become corrupt." How thoughtful of God to actually tell Moses, just go down. The people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They don't have trust. They don't have patience. It's like, just go check on them. Like how I'm a teacher, so it's like me checking on my kids. I'll have to go keep checking on them because I don't trust what they will be doing next. 5-6-year-old kids. So yeah, so same thing. Moses have to deal with children as well. So they have been quick to turn away from what I commanded them and have made themselves an idol cast in the shape of a calf. They have bowed down to it and sacrificed to it and have said, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." "I have seen these people," the Lord said to Moses, "and they are stiff-necked people. Now leave me alone so that my anger may burn against them and that I may destroy them. Then I will make you into a great nation." But Moses sought the favor of the Lord his God. O Lord, he said, why should your anger burn against your people, whom you brought up out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say, it was with evil intent that he brought them out, to kill them in the mountains and to wipe them off the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce anger, relent, and do not bring disaster on your people. How really generous of Moses to be praying for the Israelites, right? To actually asking for forgiveness on behalf of the Israelites, right? And really saying, why show your anger, right? Why show your anger? I mean, it's really, forgiveness. I think a few days ago there was the memorial for Charlie Kirk, and I think the whole world has seen that Charlie Kirk's wife forgiving the murderers, forgiving the murderer, and it was, I think we all cried. Even I cried. I mean, it's just so emotional, and that's what a true Christian is. So yeah, so thoughtful of Moses as well to pray for the Israelites, asking for forgiveness for the Israelites for the grave sin that they have done. So remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, to whom you swore by your own self, I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendants all this land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever. Then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. See, God looks at the heart. He looks at the heart. He sees Moses' heart, and of course, even amongst the Israelites, there are, eventually Jesus will be also, Jesus will also be coming out from the tribe of Judah, right? So yeah, it was all with good intention, and he looks at the heart. So Moses turned and went down the mountain with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hands. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. The tablets were the work of God. The writing was the writing of God, engraved on the tablets. When Joshua heard the noise of the people shouting, he said to Moses, there is the sound of war in the camp. Moses replied, it is not the sound of victory. It is not the sound of defeat. It is the sound of singing that I hear. When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing, his anger burned, and he threw the tablets out of his hands. I think it was me too, like how I get angry at my kids in school every day. I always have a steel scale in my hand, and then I bang the table just so that they keep quiet. So I can imagine Moses' anger is like, over the roof. Burned, and he threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them to pieces at the foot of the mountain. And he took the calf they had made and burned it in the fire. Then he ground it to powder, scattered it on the water, and made the Israelites drink it. Oh, that's brutal. He said to Aaron, what did these people do to you, that you led them into such great sin? Do not be angry, my lord, Aaron answered. You know how prone these people are to evil. They said to me, make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him. So I told them, whoever has any gold jewelry, take it off. Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf. Moses saw that the people were running wild, and that Aaron had let them get out of control, and so became a laughingstock to their enemies. I mean, for sure. So he stood at the entrance to the camp and said, whoever is for the Lord, come to me. And all the Levites rallied to him. So we understand, we will see later on as well, where God specifically chose the tribe of Levites to become priests, right? So then he said to them, this is what the Lord, the God of Israel says, each man strap a sword to his side, go back and forth through the camp from one end to the other, each killing his brother and friend and neighbor. The Levites did as Moses commanded, and that day about 3,000 of the people died. Then Moses said, You have been set apart to the Lord today, for you were against your own sons and brothers, and he has blessed you this day. So we all know why there is killing in the Bible, why God commands for certain people, tribes, or certain types of people to be killed, because it is obvious that he does not want more sin to be occurring in the future generations, which is why he he made us, he created us, so it's his will to take us away as well. So yeah, we all know why there's killing in the Bible, when God commands it to be. The next day Moses said to the people, "You have committed a great sin, but now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin." Right, so Moses, again, how thoughtful of him to make atonement for the Israelites' sin. So Moses went back to the Lord and said, "Oh, what great sin these people have committed. They have made themselves gods of gold. But now please forgive their sin. But if not, then blot me out of the book you have written." Oh my gosh, so he's sacrificing his life for the Israelites, The Lord replied to Moses, "Whoever has sinned against me, I will blot out of my book. Now go, lead the people to the place I spoke of, and my angel will go before you. However, when the time comes for me to punish, I will punish them for their sin." And the Lord struck the people with the plague because of what they did with the calf Aaron had made. Obviously, there will be consequences for what they have done. It's a grave sin, creating an idol, right? It's there in the Ten Commandments as well. That's one of the most important commandments by God, right? So yeah, we have come to the end of chapter 32. I really enjoyed the reading today as well. Every day I do enjoy, but today is more interesting with all the extra things over there, right? So we will continue with chapter 33 tomorrow, and please help share, subscribe, also like my the content, and also give me some feedback in the comment section, and it'll really help me out. So please continue to support me on my journey. I'm grateful that at least one subscriber a day is being added to my subscribers list, and I'm glad. It's all God's work, and I'm in no rush to push more subscribers to subscribe to my channel. So yeah, it's all in God's timing, and everything will happen in God's timing. So I hope you all have a good day. I hope you all have a good night, and we will meet again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. He's been my fourth